Hi everyone, welcome to Fat to Thin Senior RNY. I'm Raven. I was 76 years old when I had gastric bypass surgery on December 19, 2019. Last week, I talked about committing to something to help someone and yourself at the same time. Create your own blessings, you know. In this vlog, I'll be talking about how you see yourself, how I see myself before and after surgery. If you're curious, please continue to watch and join me on this journey. Last week I talked about committing to something to help someone, even people you don't know, and yourself at the same time, so that you get the benefits also of participating. And that's not such a bad thing. I mean, there's no reason at all why you couldn't go help at the food bank and just feel good about doing that. And nobody says you have to be a martyr or whatever. Anyway, this week I'll be talking about how you see yourself before surgery and after surgery, or how I see myself. I used to see myself before surgery when I was daydreaming as a skinny person. I always thought of myself as skinny. Even at my fattest, I never felt of myself as being fat. I don't really remember the day I woke up and realized that I was fat, but I know how I got to be fat. I used to run a lot. I used to race. I used to bicycle ride. I used to do all of it, swim, all of it, all in one day, you know, or at least all of it in 1 week, you know. And then I ran into a tree on a toboggan, one of those plastic toboggans, and crushed my ankle and broke my leg in a lot of places. But I kept eating like I was a runner. You know, I just kept eating and never even, well, I didn't really know about macros or calories or counting calories or dieting or anything of that sort. So I think it was around 1996, maybe, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years after I stopped running, when I ran into that tree. I mean, it took me a year to learn how to walk again, so at any rate, I realized that I was fat. I remember I had a store at that time. I remember a woman who came into the store and complimented me on my full-length skirt that I had made from some damask drapes. I figured if 𝗏𝗏𝒊𝒆𝒏𝒁 can do it, so can I, and look good in it. Besides which, the fabric itself was beautiful. Who the heck ever knew that it was a curtain before I made it into a skirt? Absolutely no one, except me. Somehow or other, that's I didn't feel the greatest about that. I felt, talk about poverty, I felt poverty wearing that skirt. So even though it was an absolutely fabulous piece of fabric, even though I made a really nice skirt out of it, I think because of the 𝗏𝗏𝒊𝒊𝒁 portrayal, it made me feel as if I were poor, which is probably the only time in my life that I really felt poor, you know. Just so I stopped wearing that skirt anyway. It took me a while to realize what it was that was bothering me, but I stopped wearing the skirt. I remember being really fat, and the reason I made that full-length skirt is because I like to wear full-length skirts. I've always did, And at that time, they weren't making maxi skirts. The only way I was going to get a full-length skirt is if I made it. You know, and that's the way it goes. But I remembered, too, that my size was huge. My measurements were really huge. My hips were like 55 inches, some craziness like that. I remember feeling fat on the inside, not just squeezing the skin, you know, and you know you're fat, but feeling like the cells in my body were fat, you know. At that time, I think it was just around that time I discovered the Atkins diet. I really didn't understand the diet. I didn't understand calories. I didn't understand carbs, fat, and macros. I didn't get it. So I didn't lose any weight, you know. And I felt overwhelmed with the amount of meat that was required for that diet. I just couldn't eat that much. I couldn't do it. I didn't realize until after the surgery, 2019, that I not only had comorbidities like diabetes, but I also had co-addictions, like candy and shopping and other assorted goodies. The funny thing is now after the surgery, after I've dropped 65 pounds, I don't really see myself as skinny. I see myself as thinner, but not skinny. I see that I've lost weight, and I know that I'm thinner, but I really don't see what other people are seeing. I mean, I can see that, you know, my face is thinner and all that kind of stuff, but people tell me, look at me as if they're in shock. You know, I don't get it. I also seem to keep wanting to buy clothes that's too big for me. So obviously my mind hasn't caught up with my body yet. And I think maybe that might be the problem. I'm still thinking fat, so my body is trying to maintain fat, you know. I think that how you see yourself in your dreams is how you're really supposed to be. And that is the view of your body that your body wants. I mean, it's the true goal of your body. That's the size you're supposed to be, period. So how do you see your body when you daydream? You see fat or skinny or trim or athletic or doing a handstand or something like this. How do you feel when you see your daydream body? Do you ever see anybody on the street that looks like what you want to look like? And imagine yourself in that body. And what kind of emotions come to mind? You know? I know that during that time of wearing that green damask brocade skirt, as beautiful as that fabric was, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good about me. I didn't feel good about how my body looked. I didn't feel good, period. I think that these questions need to be answered to be successful with this surgery. Because I believe that it's a vision of your internal goal, and the best deal is to embrace it however it is that you are going to embrace it, whether that's surgery or diet or exercise or any combination of the above, or other ways which I haven't figured out yet. You know, at any rate, I think that it's your goal to meet that goal. And I think under those circumstances, your body would be happy. I don't know how your mind would work, but your body would be happy. At least I think so anyway. I got to tell you about Rowley. He's becoming a pest with the next door neighbor. And the reason he's becoming a pest and stealing stuff and whatnot is because she is the woman who gave him to me. He lived with her for a year, but he did not get along with her dog under any circumstances, to the point where when she gave him to me, she was on the verge of taking him back to the shelter, even though she had kept him for a year to try and work with him. So as a result, the one thing I did wrong was move my house next door to hers, because he sits on the bed, looks out the window at her front door, and when she comes out, he goes crazy. He wants to go over there at all hours of the day and night. It was a bad move, I think. I don't know that if I moved next to her 5 years from now, if he would still do the same thing. He probably would. You know, he's so excited and thankful that she got him out. But he pays attention to me, so hey. He returns to me when he's off leash, when I call him, which is excellent. Absolutely excellent. Except when he goes next door. You know, he doesn't really pay attention. He doesn't really want to pay attention to me, you know. But otherwise, other than being a dog thief, a thief dog, and being happy to be free from the shelter, he's a good dog. He really is a good dog. Anyway, so I want to announce next Friday. Next Friday, January 15, proposed at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, I will do my first ever live stream vlog on YouTube. So I gotta go learn some more. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I would appreciate it if you would put your questions and comments below before I set this up, so I have some idea of what I need to talk about. So please put your questions below, okay, in the comments section. Know that this may or may not work. I work off of a public Wi-Fi internet connection. I have a laptop computer, and the camera is not the best. And the hotspot through my phone is just a tiny bit faster than the Wi-Fi internet connection, but none of it is at the speed that YouTube recommends. So we'll try it out and see how it works, okay? So that's next Friday, January 15, at around 6 p.m. I don't know if I can get the 6 p.m. slot. I'll let you know. That's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will do my best to get this live stream out there for you, okay? So that I can actually see all you people's faces and know what you look like and talk with you in person and that kind of good stuff, okay? So to sum up, I'm feeling good. I'm still excited and energized and crazy over the freaking news that we've got. But I won't go there. I'd make for this choice for surgery again. I think it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life for myself. I believe that you can possibly achieve the same kind of results through different means. But for me, this surgery was the way to go. And I'm glad that I had the wherewithal, the courage, the ability, the whatever it was that I needed to do this. Okay? So please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions, ring the notification bell, and don't forget to click show more to see the stuff in the description below, okay? And thank you for watching and listening. And thanks for those who have subscribed, and please subscribe for those who haven't. See you next week. Take care of you and yours, and blessed be.